Huh, who's this dodgy geezer? Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the Baldy Brit Bloke. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be completing the welding and installation of the rear quarter, but first of all, let's have a quick peek at what I've been doing on the interior. Oi oi! So it is officially spring up here in Canada, the frozen north. I thought you might be interested to see. I have actually off camera started putting Colleen back together somewhat. I put her carpet back in and I put the little centre console back in, and I took out an aftermarket immobiliser system that she came with. It was reasonably well done, but it looked a little bit untidy in the centre. It also had an electronic anti-rust system on it. Now I'd seen those before. I don't know whether they work or not. There's probably some science to say that they do, but it looked a little bit scruffy sitting in the engine bay, so I took that out at the same time as I took the immobiliser out. So I'm just going to pull off the dust sheet. I'll go around the other side of the car, pull off the dust sheet and show you that I've started putting her back together, and I'll whip the camera off the tripod and give you a little bit of a closer look. Just had to hide those. They are the business cards of the person that owned this previously. I didn't want them to appear on camera. Okay. Here she looks quite nice. The carpet, I had to get a new carpet because just here was a large patch that was worn out and it had gone through into the styrofoam footwell and it had actually chewed it out. So I managed to pick up a new, well, a replacement one from the salvage yard that I always use, the Pick and Save in Hamilton. But yeah, she's looking quite nice. I'll just quickly zoom you around the back. There we go. I was a little bit afraid that the carpet would get damaged. It was just kicking around on the kitchen floor. I'd washed it all and I'd left it out to dry. And I'd used the shock vac on it to suck all the moisture back out. And there was a couple of extra holes in the old centre console there. One of them was for the rust, electronic rust inhibitor. It was like a twist on and off thing, so I had to take that out as well. And even though it's a 2009, it's got a USB port. How sweet is that? I thought you might like to hear her running, so I started her up. You'll hear in the next clip she's a bit farty. She doesn't have a rear muffler on. Nice shiny sporty pedals. Woo-hoo! Fancy screen. Small bird's nests of wires from the aftermarket rust inhibitor and immobiliser. Here I'm repairing the front seat feet that are badly rusted out from all the salt that's used on the roads up here that gets trodden in the car. First coat of primer and finish coat, bit of dust on there, it needs to be wiped off. I'm really pleased with how these turned out. Alright, let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this short video. Welding, grinding, welding, welding and more welding. by the end of this, the replacement rear quarter panel will be fixed, welded and finished. Okay people, here we are again. Slowly welding our way around. A few spot welds just to hold it so that while the adhesive was curing it didn't slump. So now we're just going around and redoing all of the spot welds. So this isn't exactly difficult, it's more just time consuming, because as I weld I have to keep checking that the pieces are aligning further down. It's not unusual for the piece or the pieces that you're working on just to try and shift, to try and move, because the heat is so intense it causes movement within the metal. So I just have to keep making sure that it's all aligned, and you'll see me tapping away with the hammer here just to ensure that everything's where it should be. That awful wire brush sound, can you feel it in your teeth? I turned the original clip volume down here just to provide a bit of relief for you. I've had one or two followers ask what that faint whining noise is in the background. That is the sound that the MIG welding machine makes. So it looks like I just keep going back over and keep going back over and keep going back over what I've just welded. But at this point in the vehicle is the profiles for the door jamb, so I have to watch it very, very carefully and monitor it as I'm welding it, to ensure that all the different parts of the profile are held in alignment. And when all else fails, just give it a good smack with the hammer. Taking off the clamps here and wire brushing it so I can QC my own work. And there's that whining noise from the MIG welder again. About to start welding across the face of the wheel arch where it meets the sill. Very, very important to keep on monitoring this while I'm doing it. Oi oi, he's got his own little bonfire going. What are you doing, you nutter? Yeah, that will hurt. Ha, another little bonfire, one way to keep warm. Ah, see, he's learned. Hot stuff hurts when you touch it. That's it, son. Use the wire brush to put it out this time. Much better idea. Little bit of jiggery pokery here. Gotta make sure everything's cushy. Welding across there, up there, and just here. This all lines through. Good. And the door actually closes. This just needs to go over a bit when it's welded. None of this is welded up here yet. The gap is good there. Just slightly proud here, but we can adjust that by undoing the top hinge and shifting it that way a couple of mil. That will all line through perfectly okay. And this we're going to zip off with the Zippo wheel. Excuse the mess. I've been grinding most of the afternoon and welding. Progress is good. That's almost ready to be bondoed, blended in and bondoed. That's coming along nicely. up there. It's coming along good. I'm quite pleased with this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for all your views. It's exciting watching this grow. And please poke the like and subscribe buttons. Please share and comment. I appreciate each one of you. Until next time, Toodle-pip.